I'm on the cloud, floating around, looking down. Nothing but pain and empty faces all around. I'd like to see a new dawn break.
Hello and welcome to today's Just Chopsing Podcast. And today with David and myself, we are back. And we're back with Marco Mendoza. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you, Terry? How are you, David? I missed you guys.
I know you did.
That's cool. Yeah, we're good. I'm just recovering from COVID, I am.
Oh, no. You got it.
Yeah,
God.
only probably bedridden for maybe 3 or 4 days. And the wife was the same as well, but...
pretty mild.
Yeah. In comparison to how Terry had it 2 years ago, yeah, for sure.
I remember. So
1 year ago.
So I think what's happening now, even if we get it, our immune system is kind of getting acquainted with it and knows how to get rid of it. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
You get familiar, whatever. I'm not a scientist, but I'm assuming that's what it is because I've been out since March and I've had a couple of things and I got tested and it was negative. But I've had friends of mine who are famous from that they tested once negative, twice negative, three times positive. So it's one of those things where your body is fighting it and it's, that battle's going on and all of a sudden it takes over. And but mild symptoms, I don't think anybody's getting hit really hard like they were at the beginning.
No.
So, especially if you're a musician because nobody wants to touch you. All those bugs want to stay away from you.
That's right, yeah.
They go, oh no, let's go to this other guy.
So, how was the tour?
The tour is amazing. I've been doing a lot of interviews this week, obviously, because as things would have it, we are picking up the pieces from what would have been the dates of touring back in 20. So there's still some uneven things going on. There's people that took a beating financially, agents and venues and clubs and theaters and festivals and all that. So I ended up with 6 days with nothing going on. So I'm here trying to do the other side of the business, promote the album. So we're here and as I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to have some relaxing time, I'm working more than ever. And then I get invited to a few other festivals here. So it's cooking, man. The signs are there. People are interested. They're liking the momentum right now. I guess I'm on the radar. I'll get on the radar in a heavier way. And I just love it, man. It's validation and it fuels my engines, if you will, to keep going. Yeah. In the music business, when you get invited to come and perform somewhere, it's just, absolute instant validation that people are interested in what you're doing. So it's cool, man. I mean, I'm digging it. And I can't say, I was just talking to my wife and she says, it looks like I might stay longer. She's absolutely, you have to, so we're all for it. This is what we work for to take it to the next level, whatever that is these days. Nobody knows. But staying busy is definitely a step in the right direction. So the tour is great, man. And I'm getting invited to every gig I do. I get invited back. Most recently I did a festival in Sofia that was supposed to happen back in 20, and I got invited to the main stage for next year. And we're signing the contracts and doing the whole thing. Same thing in Geneva. Another festival there, guitar and scene, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's a lot of things piling up. So next year is going to be a good year.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm going to get some special wigs, the big long blonde ones, like the Dolly Parton thing.
So you're here to promote your new album then?
Yes, sir. I'm here with New Direction. It's the name of the album now.
Yeah, New Direction. It's coming out September the 16th?
September 16th, and we kind of had to revamp the whole thing because the original title was going to be, the name of the album was going to be Take It to the Limit.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
which is the first song that we wrote, and we sent. Same thing happened with Viva La Rock. We sent it to the label, and they say, "This is the track. It's rocking. We love it. This is the name of the album." And we're going. Soren and I go, "Great." But as things would have it, we announced it back in 20, which is why I'm doing the Take It to the Limit tour. Because it was supposed to be, we got locked into it and we couldn't change it halfway through. So for that reason, we decided let's listen to the tracks. I think it's really relevant right now to call it New Direction. I think it makes people think, a little bit, the lyrics, and it's a great song. I love it, man. So we decided, I think it was a good decision, to rename the album, start fresh, if you will,
Yeah. And the single New Direction's out next Friday, I believe.
Yes, that'll be the third one. The first one, Take It to the Limit, came out earlier this year. And then the second one was Shoot for the Stars.
Yes.
And New Direction. So
week.
Pretty exciting times, man. I'm really happy. Can you tell?
Yeah. It's quite. I was listening to it. It's a bit psychedelic-y at the beginning and stuff,
Yeah. It's got. Well, I don't know a lot of my peers, a lot of people that weren't influenced and or inspired by what the Beatles did way back when, and so for a lot of us, that's something that we look for, to kind of image something similar to it. And that's where I'm from, that era of music, that time, that really touched me and moved me in such a big way. So we went in that direction. I started doing the chanting, and we added the sitars, and it was fun. Like you guys said, that's exactly what we did in the studio. Soren and I were having fun, and that's what we do. We have a laugh. We write songs, and we don't care about the direction or what it sounds like or this or that or whatever, And for the most part, it seems a little bit on the lighter side, which I'm okay with it. But there's a lot of other tracks that are heavy,
Yeah.
Free Ride is out there. Take It to the Limit is in your face, rocking out, screaming and yelling. It's nice to tackle the other topics and the other form of music, if you will, be a little bit on the brainier side, think of,
a little
and
bit
try
more
to
creative, maybe.
Well, a little more creative and relay a good message along the way. So we just go there. We when we get together, we don't have a preconceived idea or direction, or we just go. We write, and that's very cool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But we have fun. Absolutely have fun.
Well, that's what it's all about, mate.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, there's no point doing it.
No,
Absolutely.
definitely not.
I agree. So,
And you got Tommy guest guitaring on there again as well, which is
yes.
I mean, he supported your tour over here, didn't he?
He was with me in the UK. The UK.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guitarist, my man.
He is, and he's a great guy. I love that guy. Yeah, and we talk daily, believe it or not.
Okay, cool.
And he helps me with a lot of logistical stuff, and he insists on doing it. He wants to help, and I love him for that, and he felt bad because he had to bail and do bigger and more important things, which I wish him the best, man, and I support that 100%. So he's doing this band Raven Age with Steve Ferris's son. And it sounds great. It's a great project. You haven't heard about it, but it's relatively new. But when you hear it, it's going to freak you out. It's really, really, really good. Amazing. Okay. And so he got invited to be part of that. And then Gunn. And then he works with Steve Harris as well on, with that little band that we know with Iron Maiden. And then he works out with Steve on his solo thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it called, Dave? I can't remember what's it called now.
It's not British Lion, is it?
Yeah,
British.
Lion,
yeah,
Lion,
it is. Yeah, British Lion. So he's a busy cat, especially in the summer. And I said, bro, these are, you have commitments, prior commitments. My thing fell apart, and I started putting it together at the beginning of the year. So I came in a little late. you know. And the main reason why I came out to the UK was to do the UK guitar show, the UK bass and guitar show in Liverpool.
Okay.
They got in touch with me at the end of January and they said, Marco, we're thinking about doing this. This was supposed to happen back in 20. So are you on board? And I'm going, absolutely yes. So knowing that I was going to fly from LA to the UK, we put some feelers out and see if we could do some gigs, and we ended up with 10 gigs. It was that simple. And then the rest of Europe gets a hold of, you know, the announcement, the dates, and they go, well, you're coming here. Why don't you come here and here and here? And then all of a sudden it's the domino effect, which is great. It's a great position to be in. So here, 4 months later.
Yeah,
wow.
It's still going strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's
And
going on with Iconic now then?
Iconic, it's only at the talking level right now. We're trying to, obviously, everybody, including, I'm assuming you guys want to hear it live, including us, the players. It's good. Logistically, it's going to take a little bit of work.
Okay.
Because everybody's involved. If you look at individually what everybody's doing, there's so much going on, so many moving parts.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to start talking about it at the end of August, planning something for next year. We're hoping. I would love to come out and play with those cats, you know, bring the music to the fans, because it's been so outpouring of love and appreciation, and people dig it. So that's something that's on the back burner for now, but just stay tuned, you know?
Yeah.
So the album came out last week, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Second Skin, yeah?
Yeah, Second Skin.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
Thank you.
Very good.
I came in later, actually. Credit to the boys, to Michael and Joel and Nathan, and Alessandro Belvecchio producing and writing, because they did all the writing and all the, Alessandro producing. So they did the bulk of the work. I just came in as a bass player, you know, which is what came in later. Frontiers got in touch with me, said, Marco, we got this project. And he told me who they were, who was involved. I'm going, wow, that's going to be killer. They sent me a few tracks and I fell in love with it. I'm going, wow, it'd be nice to be part of this. And so we agreed. Tracks were sent. The next day I get an email saying, well, would you have a drummer in mind, you know, that you'd like to work with, that you think would fit? And of course, like I always do, Tommy Aldrich for me is, you know, the quintessential drummer for that stuff. And I gave him a call, and we're friends, and he agreed to do it, and I agreed to do it, and the rest is history, like you say. So we're all good, man. The results were great, man. I mean, great writing. Nathan just burning on the vocals, and Michael also, and then just great talents, man. And Joel just flying, you know.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. I always look forward to when you do something like this that's recorded, like I did with the Daisies and everybody else, and Nugent. When you record in the studio and then you take it to the rehearsal place and putting the puzzle together, it's so interesting, man, how things work. And I know it's going to be amazing. You know, when you have that level of musicianship and talent in one room, it just, and you go, wow. So I'm still a fan. Even though I'm part of these things, I separate myself. I put myself up front going, holy shit. So it's good to be on both sides, you know. I'm still a fan of good stuff. So I listen to some of the tracks and from time to time, and it's great. It's just undeniably rock and roll, classic rock at its best, you know.
Going back to New Direction then.
Yes, sir.
I see your vinyls are limited. You're going to do a limited run of 500 of you?
Yes. Yeah. For now, that's just how we do it, because to be honest, I don't know if you stayed in touch. All the scheduling logistics have fallen back behind. And now it will take 2, 3, 4 times the amount of time to get things done.
Okay. Yeah.
So if the initial release comes out and it goes like we're hoping it does, then we will reorder and manufacture as as it comes, you know.
Yeah.
So, but that's the way to do it these days. It's a smart way of doing it. So you don't end up with a lot of stock
Yeah.
that's just floating around because that's money lost,
Yeah.
you know. So it's a bit of a gamble still these days. I mean, even more so these days, actually. So, but we're in the game, man. We're still in the game. We're pitching the balls. We're trying to hit the balls out of the ballpark. We're, you know, so that's the most important thing, that we don't give up. I have a lot of colleagues, a lot of friends that have just are waiting for the right time, and you know, and I'm thinking to myself, the right time is now.
Life is getting harder. We're wasting too much time. Nothing's getting easier. We're losing every time. The shit's gonna hit the fan, so open up your eyes. Take it to the limit. Take it on high.
You know, I mean, because the circumstances change, it doesn't mean you. This is what you do, man. You
Yeah.
just you compromise a little bit. You adjust here, you adjust there, and you go out like what I'm doing. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind telling you. I mean, there's a lot of obstacles and a lot of things that happen out here that kind of wake you up, and you go, "Wow, maybe I should just pull the plug and go home." But not me. I have something inherent in me that's just keeps me going to some degree. First of all, because I love what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine going home and waiting for things to change. You got to be part of the change. That's the way
that's
I
exactly
see it.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's
You
going to
have-
change on its own, is it?
No.
You know.
And I think I found a little formula that works for everybody concerned, and it's cool, so that I'm not getting hit so hard financially,
Yeah.
even though it's not, you know, what it was 3, 4, 5 years and even 6 years ago. But you make it work one way or another. You make it work, and I think also from the fan side, from the supporters of your friends that support you, they got woken up for a minute, you know, because I think when you have something so readily available consistently, you take it for granted, like we do. It's human nature. And so live music was taken away all of a sudden. Boom. Now it's back. And people are showing up in bigger numbers with better attitudes. They appreciate the whole thing. So it's working.
Yeah, there seems to be
Slowly but surely.
a little bit of overkill in the UK, though. I mean, all these bands now are all going out and doing shows, and there's so many shows on that there's not enough people to attend the shows, I think.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, they're struggling a bit in the UK at the moment.
Well,
I see gigs being cancelled.
Yeah, all the shows I've been to have been rammed, to be fair.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
I follow quite a bit on social media, and I think Riders Creed, is it Riders Creed?
Yeah.
They've just cancelled their own show.
Really?
Yeah, because they can't sell tickets.
well, I will say this. This is one of the adversities and one of the obstacles happening consistently all over, not just in the UK, everywhere. People also got jaded about advanced ticket buying
Also, yeah.
because some people got stiffed. A lot of people got stiffed.
A lot.
Because and people have the misconception that the artists ended up with the money. No, the venues and the agents and promoters ended up with the money. They folded, they declared bankruptcy or whatever, and the money disappeared.
Yeah.
You know, so I tell my fans, like the last time I did some UK dates, just show me proof that you bought a ticket at whatever venue, whatever city, and we will honor it. Don't worry about it. So that's a step in the right direction. That's what I mean about adjusting and making a few changes along the way. But that's what it is, guys. You know, I've had 2 shows in Denmark, and one in Germany. The shows in Denmark were like 250 seater, and one of them had 28, 38 tickets sold, and it was a week away. And they called me, and I said, whatever works for you, man, let's reschedule. Let's do whatever. And so same thing with the second show in Denmark. They sold 40 something or 50 tickets, and it wasn't enough to cover the costs and my travel costs and all that. So whatever works, man. So I ended up with 2 extra days off, which it hit me on the financial side too, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not out here to get rich. I never did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wanted to be successful, and financial rewards is part of it.
Yeah.
But that's not my main motivator, and I'm being totally honest. You just adjust, you move around, and you make it happen. There was one in Germany, that same thing. The guy freaked out. Most of these venues are sole proprietors. Yeah. It's one person that has to, and they're coming out of the pandemic. They already got beat up.
Yeah.
Right. And then they we announce somebody like me or other artists to have some kind of profile, and they don't get their expectations are a little higher, let's say, to make up for lost financial situation. Yeah. And when they don't see that immediately, they get scared. I get it. I get it. So we're doing a lot of door deals, which is fine.
Okay.
That's one of the adjustments we have to do. So it's up to me, up to the artist to promote the market, which is fine. I do it anyway. I love to talk.
Yeah.
But so it's like that, man. You got to deal with the circumstances at hand, and things are changing. Yeah. But it doesn't mean you stop. You can't stop. I can't stop. I'm fortunate that I have enough gigs,
Yeah.
It's not 3 or 4 or 5 only in one country. I have, 40 something in different countries, and there's more coming, and more and more. So I have to be a little careful, because I am coming back to the UK, and I am announcing dates here soon.
Oh, cool.
So we have to be careful about not oversaturating and overdoing it either.
Yeah.
So I was there in April, and we're coming back in November. So and basically to promote and support the album, which is the main objective, Yeah. So after that, I think I'm going to lay back for the most of the year of next year and concentrate. We're talking about the US, South America, Japan, and then maybe revisit towards the end of the year next year.
All right, cool.
And do the festivals in the summer. There's quite a few cooking, so
well,
it's all good. Yes, sir.
We've had a sneak preview of your album, actually.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like to ask David what his favourite track is.
Okay.
My favourite track? That's a tough one, actually. So obviously I really like Take It to the Limit. I like Can't Explain It.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good track. And I really like Free Ride as well.
Yes.
So it's tough for me, but I really like Shoot for the Stars too. That's a really good track. So it's it is. It's tough. It's really, really tough.
Well, it's a pretty
that's a good
album,
sign.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, it's a cracking album. Very good.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm proud of it. I think, and I've heard this word getting thrown out there, and it doesn't matter, because both Soren and myself we love songwriting, and of course, when you love songwriting, you're going to lean on the pop side, because the best songs that we all grew up with, were on the radio. I don't know about you guys, but they were all. Now we had to label things and say, well, it's on the radio, it's a pop song, which is fine. But that's what it was. We started leaning on the songwriting and making the songs really available in simplicity, with the words that we could all identify with the message and all that. So that's what happened, and it's very sincere and honest. We get together. We don't have this master plan. We're going to conquer the world with the best. We just have fun. We record it, we document it, and we throw it out. But listening, and after we printed it and mastered it, we started calling each other. Soren say, "Wow, I like that. That's a cool one. That's good job there, man, and good job. So we're like patting ourselves on the back, but it was good, man. It's good. We have something very special going on.
Yeah,
Soren, myself.
I was going to mention you're still working with Soren.
Yes. Yeah. I will. If there is another album, I will definitely try to do my best to go and work with him, because I've done 2 with him so far, and it's been a joy and a pleasure, and it's always a blast. I mean, I'm talking like kids, man. We get excited about little riffs and wow, look at that, and we work on the lyrics together. It's just cool. It's a lot of fun. So, and he's extremely talented, and there's a lot of mutual respect. So it's cool. So you named 4 of them. Can't Explain It, Free Ride, Shoot for the Stars, and Take It to the Limit.
That's 5.
Those up, oh, that's right, 5. And what's the 5th one?
New Direction.
Yeah, I say New Direction. Yeah.
New Direction. Take It to the Limit.
Yeah.
Shoot for the Stars. Can't Explain It. Free Ride. That's 5.
Yeah. Scream and Shout.
Oh yeah.
Light It Up is good as well. Light It Up. Yeah.
So I have to talk about Light It Up real fast.
Go on.
Light It Up and Walk Next to You. What do they remind you of? But especially Walk Next to You. What does it remind you when you? I know you've only heard it a couple of times, if that. But what was the first? If you can go back when you listen to it, what did it remind you of? What influence? Where did it come from? Do you hear a little bit of Whitesnake-ish vibe?
Yeah, it was, but very. I'd say very, very early stuff as well, though.
Coverdale, like Coverdale would sing this song, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It was when we were working together, Tommy Aldrich, Doug Aldrich, and myself, we took some time away to start writing. So that's where it comes from. And I've heard, and Light It Up is also, let's have a good time, But, yeah, man, it's all fun. So those 2 songs came out of those writing sessions. If you look at the credits, Tommy
I was going to
Aldrich,
say, are they credited with writing the song, or?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Tommy Aldrich and Doug Aldrich, and those 2 tracks. So we heard them, and we agreed. We looked at each other, so and I said, these are cool ones,
Yeah. Go on.
One thing that didn't happen, and I always wanted to, I didn't do a cover on this album. We ran out of time.
Oh, right, okay.
I really wanted to do, there's so many songs. I wanted to pay tribute. I always like to pay tribute to the bands or projects or artists that I've been part of, I've been lucky enough to work with. And I wanted to do something for Dolores,
Okay.
who passed away. I have some fond memories of her and some great times, great experience, the whole thing. And it breaks my heart that she left us so early. So that was my intention. But the pandemic happened and made it so difficult to get things done. But maybe on the next one.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that we didn't do. But we're proud of the album. What's your favorite?
Mine is got to be Take It to the Limit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke so much about that the last time we spoke with you. And then obviously with the album was going to be called Take It to the Limit as well.
Yeah, It's a rockin' track. It's just in your face, and when we play it live, they dig it so much. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's got that thing, So it's good, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I just heard that Glenn's got COVID, haven't he, again?
He tested positive.
Oh, he tested. Is he? I don't know how sick he is, but
mild symptoms, but right now you have to be careful,
Yeah.
So he got sent home, and I heard from many camps right away, and they brought in
I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. I was just talking about. They brought in Dino Jalusic.
Yeah.
Who's an amazing singer, who's been hanging out with David Coverdale and Whitesnake, who also tested positive, and he had to go home, pull the plug. So he was around, he was floating, and he's doing the gig.
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah. And Yogi, who has come in and filled in while I was there for David Lowy a couple of times. He took on the bass duties because it makes sense,
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. It's one of those things.
Yeah. They're just lucky they could carry on, really.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
put a
Yeah.
few cats in and then,
And finish.
finish what they started.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's always
So,
the best way.
Yeah.
I'm going to
uh-huh.
ask you a really personal question now.
Absolutely.
What's in the bag?
The bag.
Yeah, behind
Oh.
you.
Oh, cool.
I want to know what's in the bag. Is it like
I'll be
any...
honest. I went out to a nice dinner last night with my now new friend and agent, promoter, manager to a nice sushi place, and I brought the bag back
Oh, right, okay.
with leftovers, and I put it in the refrigerator. And it's a little apartment here. Did I show you?
No.
Oh, I haven't shown.
The last time we were inside your house.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
started outside and then ended up inside.
Yeah, we were
In
inside.
California, because it got hot or something, right?
Yeah, your battery was running out, remember?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is where I'm at.
Oh, that looks nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
That looks cool, man.
So I'm here, and we're actually going out for dinner here in the middle in a little bit, meeting up with other promoters and agents, and he's introduced me to his circle of friends, and we're going to be doing some cool things. So there's some exciting things looking up for next year. Musically speaking, the shows are going to be enhanced, and if it all happens, I don't want to jinx it, but there's some good things, good planning going on, very hopeful stuff and inspirational stuff, you know. So I'm excited, man. And I just, before we continue, I want to say thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you guys.
No, we always love talking to you. You know that.
Yeah.
I do.
No, I was just wondering because I saw that label on the back and I thought, has he bought his wife a special gift?
I know.
You could have spoiled it for her.
I know, but
I actually, last time I brought my wife, my son. I always bring little trinkets, and sometimes I splurge a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
They deserve it. They love to get gifts, you know, but not yet. I just saw them. They were in Sweden. We were in Sweden, actually. They came out.
Oh, right, okay.
My family, my wife, my son, daughter, and my sister, who's tagging along. We were up in Sweden for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I was flying in and out doing my work, my festivals and my recording and all that. But we got to spend some good time, quality time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
It was cool. Absolutely. I'm trying to make an effort to do that, to stay close as I can.
Yeah.
Especially with my kids, they grow so fast. My son's 15 now.
Yeah.
He's as tall as me. He's got a few inches to go. He's 15. He's going to be 6'3", 6'4". I'm 6'1".
Okay.
And they're a joy just to be around them. You know, it's always encouraging for me. It keeps me going. It keeps me motivated.
Yeah.
And
keep you a little bit grounded as well if they come out to see you. And
yes,
you know,
definitely. Yeah. Again, believe it or not, guys, the road. That's one of the bad sides. It can get really lonely, and you're always surrounded by people and fans and all that. But hotel rooms can get, you know, airports can get.
Yeah, and then you can get a little cranky, and then you can start going off the rails a little bit, and you know.
Yes, yeah. Thank God I don't drink and do anything, because I understand that mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, 34 years.
Up to September. What was it?
20th. September 20th.
20th.
Yeah. September 20 will be 35 years. Good man.
Yeah.
35 years. So I can imagine being out here for so long, you can get beat up psychologically. You get weak, and before you know it, you're having a little drinky poo and popping a couple of pilly poos, and and the next thing you do, you're cupping the liney poos, and then you're in the pooper.
Yeah, that's right.
For me. Anyway, I don't want to end up there. So I stay away from all that stuff. Thank God. A day at a time.
Yeah.
But
we are going to celebrate you. You know that, don't you?
Oh, hopefully, yes. Let's do it, man. September 20th.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because, like I said, we've got your number, and that
would be nice. It'd be nice to post something. I have to say this, and I'm from the 12-step program. That's what saved my life. You know, and I haven't gotten a cake now. I get birthday cakes and all that, even though some of them are wrong. People think it's mine, which is fine. But the sobriety dates are very important. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I weren't sober. So we give cakes to each other in these rooms, these meeting rooms. And I haven't had a cake in 3-4 years now that I can remember. I used to go to this meeting in London. I found a meeting there. I found this meeting in Vienna. I found this meeting in Tokyo. I want to say Milano, all the bigger cities. And but it's been, my schedule's not available. It's just, I'm moving and there's always something cooking. But thank God I haven't picked up a pill or a smoke or a line or shot up or anything in 34 years. Thank God. So I don't think I'm going to, but it's good to stay close. So maybe this year, September 20th, I'll look where I'm going to be and go to a meeting and get a cake and, I don't know, on the moon. They have meetings.
Well, let us know where we are. We might send you a cake.
I know. Okay. That'd be cool.
Yeah, just text me or text us, actually, because, you're in our group and we'll send you a cake.
It could be a virtual
we'll send you a real one. You
you
text us where you are and we'll send you a cake.
September 20th, it's a Tuesday, and I don't have a gig, but I'm going to be in Hamburg.
Hamburg, okay. Go.
35 years, man. I'm going to be in Hamburg with this convention, this agents. I got invited to participate here.
Text me a hotel when you've sorted it out.
Yes. And and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are open. So I just made a note right now on my calendar. I have to look at it. So yes, definitely. I'll probably be somewhere in Germany or somewhere close to Germany.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I would love to hear from you guys about sobriety. It's very important.
Yeah, it is, man. It's good to support each other as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. How are you guys?
Yeah, good. Like I said, David's been off the radar for a little bit because he's had COVID.
But you guys are sober too, right?
I am for the most part.
Yeah.
I just have a drink every now and again. So, but it's mainly when I go to music venues. If I'm honest, I don't drink in the house very much.
Yeah.
I have a cup of tea.
Yeah, that's my go-to is tea.
Yeah.
Every time I need a drink or something, I'm like, I'll have a cup of tea.
Okay, there you go. So you're doing well.
Yeah,
you guys are doing well. Good people, man. Yeah. It's just, as we get older, man, these are the things that hurt us in the long run. That's all. Understanding that,
Well, as long as you can understand it, you know what I mean? That's the main thing. I mean, I understand where my direction has been.
Yes.
Where it took me, if you like.
Yeah.
And now I understand where I can take it.
Yes. And what you need to do step by step to get there. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's just, in my opinion, not to come down too hard on the people who still indulge in all that, but
that's up to them.
Somewhere along the way, and this is thousands of years back, because we've been drinking forever. As a society, somebody directed us in that way, said, you have to drink to have a good time. Mm-hmm. You have to get a buzz in order for you to have a good time. And we started believing that, and hundreds and thousands of years later, you see it. You go out to dinner, beautiful food, great.
Oh,
you
did yourself, yeah.
No, it's a call coming in, but I'll send a message. But anyway, so it's understanding that, and then there are exceptions. I don't know if you fall under that category, but I do. I have a very addictive personality. Period. If I like something, if I like one drink, I'm gonna like 100 better.
Yeah.
And it'll be a matter of weeks or months or a year or hours or whatever. And once I'm drunk, guess what? I got to do something to balance it out because I don't like to be sloppy. Yeah. So I'll do a couple of bumps and so on. And then I can't sleep. So what do? It's just that thing.
Yeah, it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
On the road, especially on the road. So everything I take is natural. I melatonin to try and relax me, but recently my days are so long and so grueling physically that when I hit the bed, man, pow, I'm out like a light. So, it's understanding what we can do to ourselves, for our bodies to be as healthy as we can. That's all. Look at me, I'm 85.
Yeah, I'm 96. Well, I got to get some of them teeth.
I know, huh? I had to show my pearly whites. And you know what? And the more sun I get, the darker I get, the whiter the teeth get.
Yeah, I need some of them Hollywood teeth, man. I'm getting old.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, and I'm glad I'm in the business that I'm in, because I really do take pride in trying to look my best, feel my best, take care of my body so my body can take care of me on stage. And it's hard, guys. It's hard work, bro. If I told you, there's no private jets here. There's no, we're flying and we're taking trains and we're driving and we get to the venues, and sometimes I'll sleep 3-4 hours. That's it, but we're doing it, and I'm fit for it, and I want to do it. The rewards are coming more and more and more, so that keeps you going. So,
all right, cool, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Marco.
My pleasure, guys.
It's always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure
Terry.
to talk to you,
Thank you,
mate.
Terry. Thank you, David. You guys are great. I appreciate the support. Spread the word. Spread the word.
No problem.
Absolutely will.
And we'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
All right,
see
thank
you
you, man.
in the flesh in November again, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Cool, brother. Yeah.
Yes, do.
All right.
Peace.
Take care.
Ciao.
Dude.
Take care.
Floating around, looking down. Nothing but pain and empty faces all around. I'd like to see a new dawn break, a new direction, where peace and love is the only rule, the only possession. It's a new evolution looking to change. And the new generation playing no games. People showing no emotion, getting lost in all illusion. Can we change it all today? I'm on the cloud, running around, looking down. Nothing but pain and empty faces all around. I like to see a new dawn break, a new direction, where peace and love is the only rule, the only possession. There's a brighter sunshine coming ahead, with a new beginning so bright instead.